Hi and welcome to another Wednesday evening chat with Louise. Now this is a tricky one for me to share with you today because I don't know for anybody that does suffer with depression or anything like that all the different layers that comes with, the last thing when it happens that you want to do is talk to people. So Sunday I did my vlog, I'd been to the beach, for any of you that watched that, had a lovely time. Really felt great. I came home and out of nowhere, this wave of what am I doing here? What's it all about? I have no idea where it came from. I don't know what triggered it. I'm normally quite good at looking at the signs. The last few weeks I've been starting to eat really healthy again. I'm getting better sleep. I just, out of nowhere. And then as that manifests during the day, you don't want to do anything, you just want to crawl up in your bed and go to sleep. And then that's when that loneliness starts to really kick in, because there isn't anybody there. I mean, I love living alone. I really have enjoyed my time living alone. It is, I have grown so much, I've learned so much about myself. But maybe this is just part of that onion we talk about, peeling those layers back, really learning about ourselves. That the fact that even when you think you've got it sussed, it can creep in and go bang. So yeah, felt proper. So I tried reaching out and I asked somebody if they want, if they got time to go out that way, and they were too busy. And there was that bit of me that went, oh, thank God for that, I don't have to do anything. But equally was that other side of me that knew I needed human contact. I know I have to push myself. Anyway, I did nothing. I stewed, for want of a better expression, all day and ended up just going to bed because it didn't matter. I've talked a lot about my relationship with food. I even had something nice to eat, didn't even want to eat it, ended up putting half of it in the bin. It was that bad a day. Next day, woke up hoping I'd feel better, and if anything, I felt worse. A friend messaged and asked me how I was, so I replied, and I didn't get a reply, and that even tipped me further. I just tried to say, this went so many. There was a catalogue of things since the flood, my fridge broke, I lost a shoe. There was so many different, none of them major, none of them something I couldn't sort out on my own. But when you added them all together, they really started to feel a big deal. It was almost like, why is the universe punishing me? Getting really cross when I know better than that normally. But equally, when you live on your own, you don't have anybody to share that with. And really, it does look silly on the surface. And if you talk to friends about it, they're probably thinking, what's the matter with her? And you do tend to just go, don't want to talk about it. So yeah, I stewed a bit longer. I was trying to do my work. Nothing felt right at all. Didn't really sleep much that night. Honestly, I just felt like I didn't want to be here anymore. And I know that for many people smacks of, suicide, but it's suicidal thoughts are very different to actually wanting to kill yourself. So when it's like that, it just means I'm really unhappy, I'm completely stuck, and I don't know how to help myself. I don't know how to move forward. And I just had to think, maybe tomorrow I'll get better. Maybe tomorrow. So anyway, rubbish night's sleep, got up the next day. Luckily, I'd planned to go and see a friend, and I didn't want to cancel that because it was important. And actually, when I got there, I found out how important it was, because she was feeling exactly the same. It had come on exactly the same time. So is it something energetically? Is it something to do with the universe? I don't know. I've looked a lot at the Schumann resonance lately and how things are changing and how the planet's reacting at the moment. And there are so many different belief patterns out there and things. And then we sat and talked about it, and it was like, I almost feel cross sometimes because I'm quite proactive in that if I feel I'm coming up against the same lessons time and time again or the same blockages, I will try and look at what I'm doing and how I can change things, but sometimes you just run out of ideas. Anyway, fast forward to Wednesday. Woke up, felt absolutely fine. So what was that all about? Was it that I managed to stop the tipping point, the slide that would have had me in bed for 3 months, not being able to do anything, which years ago, that's how it used to affect me? Is it something energetic? I don't know. But living on your own, the loneliness, one thing I have learned talking to other people is you can be lonely in a room full of people. So it is literally about how you are inside you. I know many people that are very, very lonely within their marriages. So it's not just about being on your own. It's about who we are inside, our beliefs, and how we cope with things. So sometimes pushing ourselves, I think, to just nip it in the bud quick. And believe me, if you're at a stage and you're watching this when it's already gone past that, then if you manage to get out of bed and just go and brush your teeth, well done. Because sometimes that's how it starts getting back. Just that tiny, tiny, tiny little thing. And then trying to build on that the next day. So don't think it just always turns around like that, because it doesn't necessarily. And as for loneliness, there's so many well-meaning people that say, oh, get out. But you're in that situation where you just don't want to do anything, don't want to be here. And then just suddenly a little spark can come through and then it can change everything. Or is it the universe? I really don't know. Anyway, that's me this week. I really hope that you're all right and that everything's lovely in your world. And let's hope that the sunshine comes out again soon and cheers us all up again. Thanks for being here.